Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Anunta, the Crochet World, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel, like, share and comment on my videos. And today we're going to do this beautiful pattern for a small pouch. Here it is. It is a small one and it's perfect for small items like your AirPods or your change. Here it is. It looks like this. It open up here like this. Here it is, and you can simply close this one here like this here. Now for this one I've used my 100% cotton yarn, and for this one I've used my this 2.5 mm of the hook. Here it is. It is 2.5 mm of the hook here. So let's begin. So here it is. Just have your yarn and have your this magic circle. So for that we're just gonna have our yarn here like this and make an X here. Have the second string of yarn at the back and insert your hook here like this. And now grab your this second string of yarn through your this first string of yarn and turn your hook. Here it is, and this is your magic circle here like this. And now we're gonna have a chain one. So simply just have a chain one. And now here for this magic circle, for round number 1, we will have 18 double crochets into our this magic circle. So for that I'm just going to insert my hook into my this magic circle here like this, and we'll grab the yarn. I'm going to have 2 loops on my hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. This is your first single crochet and have a chain 1. Now this first single crochet and a chain 1 will make your first double crochet. So here it is. This is our first double crochet, and in total we're going to need 18 double crochets into our this magic circle for our this round number 1. So again, yarn over and insert your hook into this magic circle here like this. Grab a yarn. You're going to have 3 loops in your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. And this is your second double crochet. Remember, this single crochet and a chain 1 we had only for one time, only to start our this round here. Now onwards we will have our regular double crochets. So here it is. Again, yarn over, insert your hook into this magic circle and grab a yarn. You're going to have 3 loops in your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. This is your third double crochet. And now keep on having your double crochets here, and in total we're going to need 18 double crochets, and I will meet you after my 18 double crochets. Here it is. Here it is. I've got my this 18 double crochets here. Here it looks like this. And now here, just gonna pull my this loose end here. Just tighten up your this magic circle, and here it is. Your circle will form, and here you got your this 18 double crochets. Now here, this is our single crochet and a chain 1. So this is our first double crochet. We will skip over this single crochet and a chain 1, and we will go to the second double crochet. So this is your second double crochet. Go to the second double crochet, insert your hook into the second double crochet here, grab a yarn and have 1 slip stitch, and that's how we will finish over this round number 1, and it looks like this. Now here I'm not gonna cut my yarn, but it's completely optional. If you want to cut your yarn, you can cut your yarn and you can hide your this ends in and then attach your second color. I'm gonna straightway start working on my second color, so I'm not gonna cut my yarn. Now here I will have my this second color, so I'm just gonna attach my this second color here. So after this slip stitch, simply just grab your the second color. I'm gonna have this white color here, and I will attach my this second color here. Just your yarn here. Here it is. And now here I will go to this same stitch. So this is my second double crochet from my this previous round. Here it is. I've made my this slip stitch here into my this second double crochet. I will go to that same stitch and I will insert my hook into my that same stitch again here like this, and will grab the yarn. I'm going to have 2 loops on my hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and here you're going to have your first single crochet. Here it is. It looks like this, and now we will go to this second stitch. Now here we will have 2 half double crochets into this 1 stitch. So for that, yarn over, insert your hook into this next stitch, grab a yarn. You're going to have 3 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, yarn over, again go to that same stitch, insert your hook, grab a yarn. You're going to have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. So here it is. Into this first stitch, have 1 single crochet. Into the second stitch, have 2 half double crochets. Now we will go to this third stitch. Now here into this third stitch, we will have 3 double crochets into this one stitch. So for that, yarn over, insert your hook into this next stitch, grab a yarn. You're gonna have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. This is your first double crochet. We will have another 2 double crochets here into the same stitch. This is our second double crochet and this is our third double crochet here. Now into this next stitch, into this fourth stitch, we will have 3 extended double crochets. So for that, we will yarn over, insert your hook into this next stitch and grab your yarn. You're going to have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 1 loop only here like this. Now again, you're going to have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. And this is your extended double crochet. And now we will have another 2 extended double crochets into this same stitch, into this fourth stitch. So here it is. Go to the same stitch and have this second extended double crochet and go to the same stitch and have this third extended double crochet here like this. And now into this next stitch, into this fifth stitch, we will have 3 treble crochets. So for that, we will yarn over twice. So yarn over twice, go to this next stitch, insert your hook, grab a yarn. You're going to have 4 loops on your hook. Here it is. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Here it is. And now we will have another 2 treble crochets into this same stitch, fifth stitch. So here it is. Sorry, I'm just going to yarn over twice, go to that same stitch and have this second treble crochet, yarn over twice, go to that same stitch and have this third treble crochet. So here it is. We got over this 3 treble crochets here, and now we will repeat over this pattern, but we will repeat it on the reverse side on over this next 5 stitches. So again, we will go to this next stitch, our stitch number 6, and here again we will have 3 treble crochets. So for that, yarn over twice, go to this next stitch and have 3 treble crochets here into this one stitch. So that's 1, 2 and 3. Here. Now we will go to this next stitch, stitch number 7, and here we will have 3 extended double crochets. So for that, yarn over only once, go to this next stitch. You're going to have 3 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 1 loop only, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Here it is. And we're going to have another 2 extended double crochets into this same stitch. Here it is. Now go to this next stitch, stitch number 8, and here we will have 3 double crochets. So here it is. Just go to this next stitch and have this 3 stitches here, 3 double crochets here. That's 1, 2 and 3. Here, go to this next stitch, stitch number 9, and here you're gonna have 2 half double crochets. So yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. Just have 2 half double crochets here. Remember, not 3 stitches, just 2 half double crochets here. And go to this next stitch. This is just stitch number 10, and here we will have only 1 single crochet here. And our moon is ready, and it looks like this. Now here I'm just gonna cut my yarn. So here it is. Simply just have you this scissors and I will cut my yarn. And now here I will secure my this last stitch here like this, and it looks like this. And now for our round number 3, we will again move to our this first color. So here it is. So if you have cut your yarn, do not worry, you're just gonna attach your yarn again with our this round number 3. And if you haven't cut your yarn, you are still been working on your this yarn here, simply just grab your this first color. You have already cut your this second color. So now go to this first single crochet. So this is your first single crochet. This is your first stitch. Insert your hook into this first stitch here like this. Now you can attach your yarn or you can simply grab your this yarn in here and have a chain one, and I'm just gonna insert my hook again into that same stitch. Now this chain one is not a stitch. I will again insert my hook into that same stitch and we'll grab the yarn and we'll have one single crochet here. So here it is, just gonna have one single crochet here, and it looks like this. And now here we will have one single crochet into each stitch on our this moon. So on our this second color we will have one single crochet into each stitch, and in total we are gonna have 24 single crochets. So here it is, have your this first single crochet. Now if you think that you will forget this is your first stitch, you can have a stitch marker here. I don't need a stitch marker, so I'm not going to use a stitch marker, but it's completely optional. You can have a stitch marker here. And now keep on having one single crochet into each stitch. So here it is, just go to this next stitch and have one single crochet. So keep on having one single crochet into each stitch, and here we will have 24 single crochets, and I will meet you after my this 24 single crochets on my this moon here. So I'm going to meet you here. Here it is. I got my this 23 single crochets, and I'm here on my this last stitch, and I'm gonna have my this last 24th single crochet here like this. And now we will start working on our this round number 1. Now here you have 8 stitches. So here for your this first stitch we will have one double crochet into this first stitch. So after this 24th single crochet, yarn over and go to this next stitch here and grab a yarn. This is your round number 1, and have one double crochet here like this. And now for next 6 stitches, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, next 6 stitches we will have one half double crochet into each stitch. So here it is, have you this first double crochet here, go to this next stitch, and from your next stitch have 6 half double crochets. So here it is, it's 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Here it is. And now for this last stitch, stitch number 8, we will have one double crochet here. So for that, yarn over and insert your hook into this last stitch here, and grab your yarn and have one double crochet here. Here it is. And this is your round number 3. And now this is your first single crochet. So we will skip over this first single crochet and we will go to this second single crochet here. Insert your hook into this second single crochet here like this, and grab a yarn and have one slip stitch. Here it is, and that's how we will finish over this round number 3. And if you will count your stitches all the way on your this round number 3, you're gonna have your 32 single crochets. And here it is, it looks like this. And now again we will change the color of our yarn. So for that we will have our this third color. So I'm just going to change this third color here, and I will simply attach my this third color here. Adjust your yarn here. Here it is. And now for round number 4, I will again go to that same stitch into my second single crochet where I have made my slip stitch. I will again insert my hook into that same stitch here like this, and will grab the yarn. So here it is, I'm going to have 2 loops on my hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops and chain 1. Now this one single crochet and a chain 1 will again count as a first double crochet. And now yarn over and go to this second stitch. Insert your hook into the second stitch, grab a yarn. You're going to have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Here it is. Now here we are going to need a cluster of double crochets, 2 double crochets. But here, as this is our first cluster, we will have a single crochet and a chain 1, and then another double crochet. And now chain up 2, so it's 1 and 2. So here it is, we are going to count this as our first cluster of 2 double crochets and chain 2. Now we will go to this next 2 stitches. So here it is, we already work on this stitch, go to this next 2 stitches, and here we will have 1 double crochet and second double crochet. We will have a cluster of 2 double crochets and chain 2. So for that, yarn over, go to this next stitch, insert your hook, grab a yarn. You're going to have 3 loops on a hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only. Remember, because we are making a cluster here, we will not finish our double crochet. Yarn over, go to this next stitch, insert your hook and grab a yarn. You're going to have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only. Here it is. So this is your cluster of 2 double crochets. Now to finish up our this cluster, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, and now we will have chain 2. So here it is, it's 1 and 2. Again, now we will repeat over this pattern all the way on over this round number 4, and we will have 16 cluster, including over this first cluster. We will have 16 clusters on over this round number 4. So again, we will go to this next 2 stitches, yarn over, insert your hook into this next stitch, grab your yarn, you're going to have 3 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only here. Again, yarn over, go to this next stitch, insert your hook and grab a yarn. You're going to have 4 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only. So do not finish your this 2 double crochets, and now yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, and this is your another cluster of 2 double crochets, chain 2 here. Now repeat this pattern all the way around on your this round number 4, and you're going to have your 16 cluster of 2 double crochets plus chain 2. So again, I will go to this next stitch and we'll have my second double crochets here and another double crochet here. Here it is, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, chain 2. Again, yarn over, go to this next stitch and have your 1 double crochet, second double crochet here on this next stitch. You're gonna have 3 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops and chain 2. Keep on repeating this pattern all the way around, and I will meet you at the end. And here it is. I've got my this 15 clusters here, and now for my this last cluster, I'm just gonna have another 2 double crochets, halfway done. Go to the slip stitch. Remember, this is our slip stitch. Our this last stitch is our slip stitch. Here it is. We got over this cluster here and chain 2, and now I will go to this next cluster here and I will insert my hook into my this next cluster here, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll make a slip stitch here. Here it is. And I've got my this 16 cluster of 2 double crochets here, and it looks like this. Now here I will just go to this chain 2 space. So here I'm just going to insert my hook into this chain 2 space, grab my this yarn, and we'll make one extra slip stitch here just to reach up to this chain 2 space here like this. And now I will leave my this third color and I will go to this first color here. So just simply grab your this first color and attach your this first color here. Adjust your yarn. Here it is. And now we are already here into this chain 2 space. Now into this chain 2 space we will have 3 single crochets. So here it is. You have already attached your this first color here. Insert your hook into the same chain 2 space, grab your yarn, and you're going to have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and that's going to be your first single crochet. We will have our this second single crochet and our this third single crochet. Here it is. Now we will skip over this cluster. We will go to this next chain 2 space, and here again we will have 3 single crochets. So here it is. Just have this 3 single crochets here. So it's 1, 2 and 3. Again, skip this cluster, go to this next chain 2 space and have another 3 single crochets. Now keep on repeating this pattern all the way on your this round number 5, and by the end of this round number 5, we will have 48 single crochets. So keep on having your this 3 single crochets into each chain 2 space. Go all the way around and I will meet you at the end, and by the end in total you're going to have your 48 single crochets, and I will meet you here. And here it is. For my this round number 5, I've got my this 48 single crochets, and it looks like this. Now for round number 6, we will not change the color of our yarn, so we will keep on continue working with our this yarn number 1. And now here I will skip my this first single crochet and we'll go to the second single crochet and we'll insert my hook into my this second single crochet, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll have a slip stitch. Here it is, like this, and that's how we will finish over this round number 5. Now for round number 6, I'm gonna have a chain 1 and we'll insert my hook into my this same stitch. So insert your hook into the same stitch, grab your yarn, level up your yarn, and have 1 single crochet here, and now I'm gonna have a chain 2 here. So here it is, it's 1 and 2. Now this 1 single crochet and chain 2 will count as my extended double crochet of my round number 6. So that's going to be my first stitch, my extended double crochet on my this round number 6. Now yarn over and go to this next stitch. So go to this next stitch and have 1 double crochet here. So for that, you're going to have 3 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. So here it is. For your first stitch, have 1 single crochet and chain 2. That will count as a 1 extended double crochet. Go to this next stitch, have 1 double crochet, and now for next 7 stitches, we will have 1 half double crochet into each stitch. So for that, yarn over, go to this next stitch, grab a yarn. You're going to have 3 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. And this is your first half double crochet. Yarn over, go to this next stitch and have this second half double crochet. Go to this next stitch, have a third half double crochet. That's going to be your fourth half double crochet. 5, 6 and 7. Here it is. So we got about this 7 half double crochets here, and now for this next stitch we will have 1 double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into this next stitch and have your 1 double crochet here. Here it is. Go to this next stitch and here we will have 1 extended double crochet. So for that, yarn over, go to this next stitch, grab a yarn. You're going to have 3 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 1 loop only, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Here it is. And now for this next stitch, we will create our this corner here like this. So for that, we will have 1 treble crochet here, chain 1, and we will have another treble crochet into this 1 stitch. So here it is. After this 1 extended double crochet, go to this next stitch, yarn over twice, insert your hook into this stitch, grab a yarn. You're going to have 4 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Chain 1, yarn over twice, and again go to this same stitch and grab a yarn. You're going to have 4 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over, pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Here it is. And that's how we will create our this corner here. And now we will repeat our this pattern all the way on our this round number 6. So we will repeat our this pattern for another 3 times on our this round number 6. So again, we will go to this next stitch and we will have 1 extended double crochet here. So here it is. Yarn over and insert your hook into this stitch, yarn over and pull your yarn through 1 loop only, yarn over, pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. This is your 1 extended double crochet, yarn over, go to this next stitch and have 1 double crochet here. And for next 7 stitches, have 1 half double crochet into each stitch. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Here it is. And now for this next stitch, have 1 double crochet here, and for this next stitch, have 1 extended double crochet here. Here it is. And now for this next stitch, we will again create a corner. So here we will have 1 treble crochet. So yarn over twice and have 1 treble crochet, chain 1, yarn over twice, go to that same stitch and have 1 more treble crochet into the same stitch. Here it is. And your work will look like this. Now repeat this pattern for another 2 times and I will meet you here. And here it is. I've got my this 1 extended double crochet here and I'm here. Now this is our slip stitch. So this is our last stitch and that's going to be our slip stitch. So here it is. It might be possible that you have your this stitch a little tight. So here we are going to create a corner. So for that we will have a treble crochet, our last corner here. So this is our 1 treble crochet, chain 1 and have 1 treble crochet. Here it is. And now here we will skip over this next stitch. So we will skip over this single crochet and chain 2. So skip this single crochet and chain 2. So I'm here. This is my last stitch. I will cut my yarn in here. So simply just cut your yarn in here, secure this last stitch here, and I'm just going to need a needle here. So have you this needle, and now here we will skip over this single crochet and chain 2. We will go to this next double crochet. So we will go to the second stitch here, insert your hook into the second stitch here like this, and go to this last stitch, insert your hook in this needle into this loop here like this, and take out your needle from the back here like this, and create a fake stitch here just like this. Here it is. And now we will hide over this end in. So I'm just gonna hide it like this. I will hide it later on. So here it is, and I might cut my this yarn, and I'm just gonna leave it here. I'll just hide my this loose ends, and I'm gonna meet you after that. And here it is. I've got my this 2 parts ready, and now we will attach our this 2 sides here. So here it is. I'm just gonna have my this moon here like this, and on the second side as well I'm gonna have my moon like this. Here it is. And now we will go to this chain 1 space here. So just go to the corner, here it is, and insert your hook into this chain 1 space on both the sides. Here it is, and make sure you're working on this right side. And now we will attach over this 2 parts. So for that, just have you this one color. I'm just going to use my this 3rd color here, and I will simply grab my yarn here, attach your yarn, have a chain 1. This chain 1 is only to attach your this yarn in here. Here it is. And now here I'm just going to insert my hook into my this chain 1 space, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll have a slip stitch. So just have a slip stitch here. So this is your first slip stitch, and chain 1, and we will repeat over this pattern all the way to create our this border and to attach our this 2 parts together. So here we will have 3 slip stitches and 3 chain 1s here into this chain 1 space. So here it is. This is our first slip stitch and a chain 1. Insert your hook again into this chain 1 space, grab your yarn, have the second slip stitch and chain 1. Again go to this chain 1 space, grab your yarn, and have this 3rd slip stitch and chain 1. Here it is. Now here for this next 13 stitches, if you will count, you're going to have your 13 stitches here. So for this next 13 stitches, attach this both the sides together and have 1 slip stitch and chain 1 on each stitch. So here it is. Simply just go to this first stitch here. This is your first stitch. Insert your hook into this first stitch here. Go on the second side and insert your hook into this first stitch here like this, and grab a yarn and have 1 slip stitch, chain 1. Go to this next stitch, insert your hook here, go to the second side, insert your hook into the second stitch here like this, and grab a yarn and have 1 slip stitch and chain 1. Keep on repeating this pattern. Keep on having 1 slip stitch and chain 1 on each stitch from both the sides, and keep on attaching these 2 parts together, and I will meet you here at the corner after my this 13 stitches. Here it is. It looks like this, and I'm again here into my this chain 1 space. So here into my this chain 1 space I will have 3 stitches here. So here it is. I've got my this last chain 1 here, and here again I'm going to have my this first slip stitch and a chain 1, my this second slip stitch and a chain 1, and my this 3rd slip stitch and a chain 1 here. Now again for next 13 stitches we will have 1 slip stitch and a chain 1. Again into this chain 1 space we will have 3 slip stitches and 3 chain 1s, and then again next 13 stitches have 1 slip stitch and chain 1. So here it is. Just keep on repeating your pattern on this second side and on your this 3rd side. So here it is. We already work on this first side, on your this second side, and on your this 3rd side, and just have your this stitches in here, and I will meet you here and will tell you what to do on your this 4th side. Here it is. I've attached my this 3 sides here, and I've got my this last 13 stitches here, and I'm here into my this chain 1 space. Now again into my this chain 1 space I will have 3 stitches. So here it is. It's 1, 2 and 3. Here it looks like this, and now we will start working on our this front side only. So here keep on having your this stitches, keep on repeating your stitches only for your this front side. So here it is, just open this one up and have your this front side only, and here for first 6 stitches we will have our pattern here. So for that, just go to this next stitch. So this is your first stitch, go to this next stitch and have 1 slip stitch and a chain 1. Go to the second one, that's going to be our third stitch, four, 5 and 6 here, like this. And now into the 7th stitch, insert your hook and have 1 slip stitch and have chain 5 here. So here it is, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, chain 5, and I will again go to that 7th stitch, same stitch, and we'll have 1 slip stitch here. Here it is, creating a loop here. And now for this remaining 6 stitches we will repeat our pattern. So just go to this next stitch and have 1 slip stitch and 1 chain 1. Here it is. Now we are here, so just go to this first stitch here, insert your hook somewhere into this first stitch here and grab a yarn and have 1 slip stitch here. So just grab a yarn and have 1 slip stitch here, like this. And now we will turn our work. So turn your work, and now we will start working on our this second side, on our this back side here, on top of this second side. So here again, first 6 stitches we will repeat our pattern. So we will have 1 slip stitch and 1 chain 1. So this is your first stitch, insert your hook into this first stitch here and have 1 slip stitch and chain 1 and 6 here. Go to this next stitch, insert your hook and have 1 slip stitch into the 7th stitch here. And now here we will chain up 40, 4, 0. So here it is, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 39 and 40. So here it is, got my this 40 chains, and we'll have 1 slip stitch into by the same stitch into by the 7th stitch here. And now for this remaining 6 stitches we will have 1 slip stitch and chain 1. So here it is, 6, here it is. And now I will insert my hook into my this stitch here, somewhere in here, like this, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll have a slip stitch here. Here it is. And now cut your yarn, secure this last stitch. Now hide your this ends in. I'm just gonna turn them inside out, and I'm just gonna hide all of my this ends here. We'll meet you after that. And here it is, over this mini pouch is ready. Here it is, it looks like this, and so you can simply close this one here like this. Here it is, and I hope you have liked my today's tutorial. If you have liked, please like, share and comment on my videos, and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you into the next video. Till then, bye.